Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Lilix. In this video, we will learn the difference between hear and listen. The verbs hear and listen seem identical, but there is a subtle difference between them. In some cases, we can often use them interchangeably. You have to be very careful not to misuse these verbs because it may create misunderstandings. For example, instead of saying, I did not hear you, an English learner might say, I did not listen to you, thinking that these two sentences mean the same thing. Actually, they don't, because the second sentence has a negative connotation, like you intended not to listen. Hearing is an event. It is something which happens to us as a natural process. Hearing is something that is not on purpose. It is hearing the sounds that you don't intentionally want to hear. Would you like to hear the siren, or your neighbors shouting at each other, or the dogs barking? No. Hearing is more about your natural ability to hear. No effort needed or no focus necessary. Let's look at some examples. Suddenly I heard a noise. Someone was in the garden. Did you hear the thunder last night? Listening is an action. When you say listen, you are asking someone to intentionally pay attention to what you are saying. You want them to focus on what you are talking about or will talk about. You can also use it to let someone know that you are actively listening to what they are saying, that you want to listen and you are interested in what they have to say. Here are some examples. I listened very carefully to what she said and wrote it all down. Do you listen to the radio in bed? Sometimes we can use either hear or listen to, depending on whether we want to emphasize the event or the action. Look at these examples. Did you hear that interview with David Beckham on the radio yesterday? In this example, the emphasis is on the event. Did you listen to that interview with David Beckham on the radio yesterday? In this example, the emphasis is on the action. I love hearing or listening to the sound of falling rain. In this sentence, we can use both hear or listen interchangeably. We don't normally use hear in the continuous form. We often use hear with can. For example, I can hear you really clearly. We don't say, I'm hearing you really clearly. We often use to after listen and before an object. For example, every morning I listen to my CD while I'm having breakfast. We don't say, every morning I listen my CD. That is the end of today's lesson. If you found this video to be helpful, please leave a comment, give it a like, and subscribe to my channel for more English grammar lessons, IELTS exam help, and OET exam help. Thank you.